Mighty fine swing you got there, Kiryu-san. Real nice batting. How you holding up so far?
I'm good. Refreshed, actually. Feels like a lot of that stress is gone. You were right, Sun-hee. Maybe this was all I needed.
You're kidding, right? No way you're satisfied with just that. Besides, we're only on our first stop here.
Right. And what's more, you're actually looking healthier by the minute. Whatever the reason is, it's great to see.
So, what's next on our agenda?
Good question. Why don't we grab a bite first and then think about it?
Yeah, good idea. What are you in the mood for?
Well, we could always eat and do karaoke. Rumor says the Dragon of Dojima is also a master of the mic. But I guess seeing is believing in the end.
Now I wonder where you heard that. It's been ages since I've had a real audience. Anyway, if seeing is believing, maybe I should show you how it's done.
I would love that.
What's up?
Kiryu-san, you ever thought of making a bucket list?
Bucket list? Can't say I have.
Well, with the way things are right now, I think you might want to consider it. I mean, you could be spending your final hours writing down your thoughts or divvying up your stuff. That's not the point.
All right. Then what are you getting at? I need to take things more seriously?
The opposite, actually. I think it'd be best to leave things on the happiest note possible. And to do that, a memo of how to use your time wisely might help.
Sounds nice enough, but wouldn't a will be more useful in the end?
No, that's the beauty of the whole thing. Unlike a bucket list, when you're writing a will, the reason you buckle down and do it is to tie up any loose ends before you go.
Right, I get that.
But with a bucket list, the focus is on the present. What am I doing now? Not what happens after I'm gone. That's what makes a bucket list so different. As you think back over the years, a lot of things will pop into your head. Missed opportunities, forgotten plans, hidden desires. So you make a list of what you want to do. And then you put yourself out there and do it.
I think I get the picture. It's like putting your heart's desires on paper to help you reach catharsis.
That's exactly what it is. Now, Kiryu-san, I think you ought to take Sunny's advice. You really should be spending more time on yourself. Especially if you don't know how long you've got left. If you don't want to go through any treatment, I respect that. It's your body, you do what you want with it. But if you don't want to spend your last days in abject misery, I suggest you start making a better environment for yourself.
Nanba?
You look so much more alive right now. And all it took was working up a good sweat. You might not want to hear this, but you don't have to hold yourself back. I'm sure there's a ton of things you'd rather be doing. Fun things. To put those thoughts into words and then into action, it's never a waste of time. In fact, I think it's the best way to help you reach your best condition. Heck, as a former nurse, I guarantee it.
All right. Maybe that is what's best. And with how you put it, a bucket list doesn't sound so bad. Just make sure you help me see it through, since you're the one roping me into it.
Oh, you bet I will. And how about we get started?
That's about all I can think of for now.
Hey, looking good. You got quite a bit on there. Let's see. Sing my heart out at karaoke. Right on, right on. Drink all the best alcohol there is. Yeah. I'm gonna say you probably shouldn't do that. Stuff myself with tamago at Sushi Gin. Oh, a tough guy like you loves egg, huh?
I know it might seem crazy coming from me, but for once I want to eat what I want, without looking over my shoulder.
Well said, Kiryu-san. That's what this is about. Things you always wished you'd done different, or never got to try in the first place. Everything and anything that comes to mind, now's your chance to do it. Let's see what else you got here. Try out what's popular with the kids, starting with sweets.
I thought you said whatever comes to mind.
Sorry, it's just that last bit caught me a little off guard.
Yeah, I shouldn't be laughing. I really wasn't trying to make fun of you. In fact, that kind of got my heart pumping.
You sure about that?
Listen, this really is good, though. I knew it'd be worth a shot. Let's say we get more people, add to the fun. Oh, and I know just the gal we need.
Yeah?
Kiryu-san, how would you like to visit a cabaret club? I didn't see that anywhere on your list. You not like them or something?
There's a lot you don't know about me. I was just about to write that down.
Then it's settled. Hey, Sonny, you okay to go?
You do know women look at other women, too. I'd be there in a heartbeat.
All right, then let's get over there.
Good evening. Party of three?
Yeah.
Anyone you're here to see?
Sachan, I mean, Saiko-san, please.
Right away, sir.
My apologies. You have guests at table 3.
All right, folks. That's my cue. Kiryu-san? This is certainly a surprise. I see. So Kiryu-san's going through cancer.
Believe me, I was shocked when I heard the news too. But right now we're focused on finding ways to move through it together.
Got it. So that's why you're doing a bucket list.
Yeah. And with any luck, he's gonna check off everything on it. Sunhee and I are helping him as best we can.
Gosh, just hearing that is getting me all fired up.
I knew you were our go-to gal, Sachan. I wasn't sure if just the two of us could pull it off. Thought we might need an extra hand.
Aha! And that's where I come in?
You bet it is. I take it you'll join us?
As if I'd pass on that. Besides, you wouldn't stand a chance without me. So sit back and enjoy the ride, Kiryu-san. I'll get you wherever you need to go.
Would I be a burden on you?
Oh, please, that's the last thing you'd be. We've teamed up before, and we can do it again. Not to mention, your party could use a little feminine balance, no?
Huh. What a curious thing to say. Then, if we're so lacking in that department, I'd love to see what you bring to the table.
Fine by me. I was looking for a challenge anyway.
Hey, what's the deal with those two?
They're enjoying a little bonding time is all.
Well, with that being said, I'm looking forward to tonight, Kiryu-san.
All right, we got Sachan on board. Now, as Kiryu-san himself requested, let's go do some karaoke on the double.
You know, I was a little surprised. I thought you might push harder for Kiryu-san to get treated, especially considering your background and all.
To be honest, I wish I could. But it's like talking to a brick wall. This is Kiryu-san, remember? You can't talk him into anything he doesn't want to do. But, Doctor said something that stuck with me. That a friend could change his mind down the road. So I figured I'd switch my approach. We'll have Kiryu-san try to enjoy every last moment to the fullest. Eventually he'll think, man, isn't it great to be alive? And after that...
After that, he'll change his mind and want to live?
That's the plan. I need to let Sachan in on it too, so we'll all know what this bucket list is there for. You'll help too, won't you? I'm not letting him go out without a fight.
Yeah, right there with you.
This is it, Kiryu-san. Our old Ichinsho staple. The name's a bit weird, and the owner hardly ever cracks a smile. But he's a good guy.
It's also the only karaoke bar left. At least that we like.
Hey, barkeep! Got a new customer for you. Our friend here's Taichi Suzuki. You two, know each other?
No, I imagine he mistook me for someone else. In any case, Survive's glad to have you, Suzuki-san.
You good?
Actually, I had a friend who looked just like him. For a moment, I thought he had come back. My apologies, sir.
Hey, don't beat yourself up over it. With a face like mine, this sort of thing happens all the time.
You think those two are just acting?
It's hard for me to say.
Sounds like a simple mix-up to me. We came here to sing, right? Well, what are we waiting for?
Sure, help yourselves. Consider the place yours tonight. As a matter of fact, nothing would please me more.
Thank you. Truly.
Been childish. You fell down. You got hurt chasing sweeter dreams.
You know, I wasn't sure how things would end up in Hawaii, but at least Kiryu-san seems to be doing better over here. Sunny, Sachan, it's all thanks to you two.
No need to thank me, Nanshan. You know I'm happy to help.
And I'll do everything I can for him on my end. Call it a debt of gratitude if you want.
Right on. We all owe Kiryu-san a lot, especially those of us from Ijinsho. But more than anything, if there's even a slight chance he'll make it, I personally want to see him get there.
And I'm glad you both are here. Because, to be honest, there's too much to bear on my own.
Memories of you, twisting my view. I've been a fool.
Oh, Kiryu-san, that was great!
Yeah, top-notch stuff.
So the rumors are true. The Dragon of Dojima can carry a tune and then some.
Seems to me you guys weren't even listening.
Are you kidding? Of course we were.
Well, I guess I just have a voice nobody wants to hear anymore.
But we really were listening.
All right, who's up? The song's starting.
Now how'd that happen? If no one's taking it, I will.
You did that on purpose.
We're starving dogs running the rail lines.
Well, he's clearly feeling it. I said we back him up. Give it all you got. Yeah!
We're breaking the law, breaking the world together, throwing out all tenderness. We're breaking the rules. No cause, no choice, no goal.
slow it down because we'll keep our heads high. Our fists raised till we die. We're living by our own judgment.
I need to take this.
All right, just don't be gone too long. Kiryu-san, was this a good idea or what? I'm having the time of my life.
Me too. Oh, bartender, can you fill us up?
Hey, it's me. What is it? This better be important. I told you I'm out on the town tonight. I know that. But what do you expect? This is Kiryu-san I'm with, my lifelong hero.
Yo, Sunny, what happened? You look pissed all of a sudden.
Do I? I'm sure it's just your imagination.
I take it you have business to attend to?
Wait, are you for real? What is more important than living it up with Kiryu-san?
Well, it was nothing urgent. That said, I did receive some rather troubling news.
Buzzkill or not, can you tell us?
The Seiryu clan's behaving oddly. They're recruiting, and their numbers are getting bigger by the day.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me that's what this is all about. You guys are the Komijul here. See, Ebina, the clan captain, is cooking up something called the Second Great Dissolution. He's even rallying the former Tojo clan and all these other groups to take part.
That's right. Kasuga told me about that.
To build a safe haven for all the ex-Yakuza roaming about. Supposedly, that's his big objective. Those with nowhere to turn can swear up for a time, in exchange for stable work. The waste management they do down by the docks is one example. You could almost say it's an expansion of what Kasuga was doing with Hello Work.
Well, what the heck? So you knew all along?
The thing is, some of those ex-Yakuza joining up with the Seiryu, they had already gotten their lives back together. And it's not just a handful. I'm talking by the 100.
What? Why would that happen? If they were able to find jobs and all, what would even make the Seiryu clan appealing?
Well, whatever's going on, I'm guessing Ebina's big plan is nothing more than a smokescreen for something else. And what his real goals are, remain a mystery.
You really think that's accurate?
Honestly, I'm a little insulted. You're talking to the brain behind the Komijul here.
Well, sure, but still, there could be some other factors at play. Maybe those Yakuza went clean only to realize the rat race was just as dirty above ground.
True. I can't account for details on every single situation out there. But it's the overall pattern of movement that concerns me. The Seiryu clan's also pulling their waste operation out of Yokohama, and they're pulling right into Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Yep. All their fresh recruits are packing their bags and heading overseas as we speak. You were there just recently, as I recall. Could this be a mere coincidence? Or maybe there's a deeper connection here.
What is it with that place? Why is everything going down there at once?
Does anyone in the Seiryu clan have some sort of Hawaiian affiliation?
Actually, think about why Kasuga's there in the first place.
Oh, that's right. It was Sawashiro. Not only was he former captain, he was Arakawa's right-hand man. What's more, he kept the secret that Akane-san's been alive all this time.
And now he's risen to the top of the Seiryu clan, right next to Ebina.
Then it looks like I've got something to add to that bucket list. Make Sawashiro tell us what he knows.
That's one way to use a bucket list.
Seiryu Clan HQ's not far from here, right?
It's not, but as of now, most of their officers are gone, including Sawashiro. They started a branch office about a week ago to accommodate all the new recruits. If you want to pay them a visit, I can take you over there tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be good. No. Is this where?
The Seiryu set up shop? Yep. I'm sure it's hard to swallow, seeing your clan's former headquarters like this.
Guess it must have gone vacant after the Great Dissolution. Now here they are, the new owners.
Ijincho's just not big enough for them anymore. That's how fast the Seiryu clan's growing. It's like they're quietly taking over. Hearing about it's one thing, but seeing it in person's another.
Kiryu-san?
Unbelievable. The symbol of the Tojo clan, falling into the hands of outsiders. To think I'd live to see the day.
Let's go. Standing around won't get us any closer to the boys in charge.
Kiryu-san, maybe hang back for now. You get caught here, it's all over. The same for Sunny, I suppose. Guess it's up to me to sort this out. Hey, good day to you. My name's Nanba. I heard Sawashiro-san might be around.
Can I help you with something?
Oh, well, you see, Sawashiro-san and I go way back. He actually paid for my trip to Hawaii the other day, so, I thought I'd swing by and say thanks.
Nobody told me he was taking any appointments. Now kindly get gone.
Oh, don't be like that. What's wrong with popping in and saying hello? Besides, there's something important we need to ask him.
Look, I can't let you through. And I already told you why.
Oh, come on. Then how about you set me up a meeting with Ebina-san? You know, your captain? Why, me and him were having a chat just the other day. All you gotta do is tell him Nanba's here.
What part of no don't you understand? You're trying to get yourself killed, pal?
I'm Narasaki, lieutenant of the Seiryu clan. Seems here there was a slight misunderstanding. Allow me to set things straight.
Finally, someone who can talk some sense.
I have instructions from Captain Ebina. You're all to be welcomed as our guests. He also said there's no need to ask your name.
Really, Narasaki-san? You're gonna take him in?
They say the newbies don't know jack shit, but I didn't think it was this bad. How could anyone not recognize you? I'd like to personally apologize for this dimwit.
I want to talk to Sawashiro. Where is he?
You'll see him soon enough. But first, please come in.
Allow me the pleasure of welcoming you. It's truly an honor. I am Sawashiro of the Seiryu clan.
Didn't expect you to roll out the red carpet.
My apologies if we caught you off guard. However, we felt it was necessary. After all, with the Tojo clan and the Omi alliance now gone, it falls on us to become the banner for Yakuza all over the country. Such a task requires the utmost prestige. It's perhaps the only way to bring them all together.
Right. So line up the troops and have them stare down your guests. That's your idea of prestige.
You'll have to forgive us. Well, there's little use in standing around out here. Captain Ebina is waiting for you inside. If you follow Narasaki, he'll lead you straight to him.
I don't need a guide.
Is that right? So your mind's still intact, huh? Glad to hear at least that's still worth a damn.
I'm sorry, what? Do you know who you're talking to?
Hey, take it easy, Sachan.
We can keep this up if you really want to. but fair warning. If you're just testing your luck, pick another day. I don't have time for games.
Well now, maybe I should have led you here after all. I was starting to think you got lost.
Shut your mouth. If I needed you around, I'd have said so.
The Tojo clan's 4th chairman. I can only assume you don't care much for what we've done with the place. However, you should know this building was all but left to rot. We took it upon ourselves to restore it.
I take it you're Ebina?
I am. And I presume you're familiar with Sawashiro-san?
Yeah. Although, I've never seen him with the same pin twice. You're supposed to be behind bars. But I see that's not the case.
I'm flattered you've heard of me. It's quite an honor, Kiryu-san.
Go on. Take a seat.
Kiryu-san?
I can only hope you're willing to talk. But maybe you ought to find a different chair first.
What? Excuse you?
That chair belongs to the head of the Tojo clan, and no one else. Take my word for it. A lot of blood's been spilled over just the chance to sit where you are now. Maybe you don't mean any offense, but you're not even close to earning that spot. And I'll be damned if I play along.
Bastard! You better watch your fucking words!
It's all right, Narasaki.
Captain.
This was to be expected. In fact, I'd want nothing less from a man of his stature. Let's try this again. Please, make yourself comfortable.
Now then, shall we get started, Kiryu-san?
I see the Seiryu clan's grown quite big. With all the Yakuza left behind, it's no surprise. And your goal is to help them along?
Yes. As I'm sure you're aware, the civilian world is far from forgiving to our kind.
Okay, but what about all those people who were able to make it, yet you pulled them right back in? Sunhee here has plenty of data to back that up.
Perhaps that data's oversimplified. There's rarely, if ever, a smooth transition back to society. What a Yakuza needs more than anything is structure, stability, and the means to make a living. So for them to join our clan is a temporary measure on that road to rehabilitation.
Want to know what else I hear? That you're moving operations to Hawaii.
You have keen ears. Queen of the Komi Jewel indeed. At any rate, you could say we're blessed to have a business partner there.
Business partner?
Not sure if you would know, Kiryu-san. Our biggest source of income right now is storing waste that can't be disposed of. However, I can't take any credit for that idea. Someone else had thought it up, and they'd been doing it in Hawaii long before I met them. That would be Palekana, a local religious group.
What? Palekana?
They're also the ones who helped Akane-san escape to Hawaii 40 years ago. I take it you've already heard of them.
You could say that.
If I can step back a moment. I needed Sawashiro's reputation in order to set the second Great Dissolution into motion. And while he was still behind bars, he confided in me one of his deepest regrets. That was, of course, about Akane-san. As such, the more I learned, the more interest I developed in the group that brought her to safety. And as I dug deeper, I learned about their waste management business. There's a special island Polycana owns where they run a facility quite similar to ours.
You must mean Nele Island. Is that where Polycana stores its garbage?
That's right. And when I reached out to them, they were extremely generous with their knowledge. They understood our objective as cleansing the sins of society, and even offered to take in former Yakuza on our behalf.
So you're saying all the fresh new faces in the Seiryu clan are getting sent to Nele Island?
Correct. Everything that's happening in our Yokohama warehouse is simply a precursor to that. Right now, our joint venture with Polycana is our top priority.
But I thought Nele Island was sacred to them. I hear only a select few of their followers are allowed to set foot there. Yet you plan to dump your Yakuza on their shores?
I see you've done your homework. But yes, we've already worked out the details together. Besides, all our men will be doing is transporting the cargo by sea and unloading it off the boat. As it were, they'd hardly be leaving footprints in the sand. A far cry from desecrating their holy land, wouldn't you say? Polycana understands this as well.
Never guessed religion and the underworld would ever go hand in hand. Aside from that, why'd you send Kasuga over to Hawaii?
I sent Ichi to Hawaii for one thing. To reunite with Akane-san, who said she wanted to meet him. So whatever becomes of it, it's got nothing to do with the Seiryu clan.
Sawashiro, are you aware of what's happening to Akane-san right now?
What do you mean?
She's being hunted down by gangsters, all on Polycana's orders. But their real target is the girl she has with her. And if they're caught, they won't make it out alive.
Impossible.
Is that true, what you just said?
I take it neither of you knew?
I can assure you we did our due diligence in researching them. After all, they're integral to the Second Great Dissolution.
So you're saying we're making this up?
I'm saying flinging words at each other would be pointless. Do you have any proof you can show us?
Well...
That said, this is coming from none other than Kiryu-san. We don't mean to make light of that. How about you give us some time? We'll look into Polycana once again.
What would you do if Polycana turns out just like what I told you?
I'd rather not make any speculations at the moment. As the Tojo clan 4th chairman, I'm sure you, of all people, understand the weight of a Yakuza's words.
I see. And if that's your stance, I think we're done here.
Thank you for the visit, and for the valuable information. Perhaps when things settle down, we can treat you to dinner.
Yeah. Let's hope that's possible.
Well, we sure showed their asses. Can't believe you got Sawashiro acting on his best behavior.
Seriously. And even though we were deep in Yakuza territory, I didn't feel scared one bit.
I don't know. Doesn't feel like we got much out of it.
No? But didn't we at least learn that the Seiryu clan's connected to Polycana?
Right. But we're still left to wonder whether Ebina really knows what Bryce is up to. Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
I suppose.
By the way, you think up anything else for the bucket list? You didn't forget about it, did you?
No, I remember. And you know what? Maybe it's because I haven't been to HQ in a while. But I just thought of something important.
Oh, what is it?
Well, it might not be the fun activity you were thinking, but I want to pay my respects to some people who were close to me.
You know, I think that's terrific. Mind if we come along?
I'd be grateful if you did. Might get a little gloomy without some company.
I'm happy to hear you think of us that way. We'll do everything we can to support you, Kiryu-san.
I know you will. Thanks.
Then let's go. I trust you know the way?
Yeah, let's catch a taxi.
No problem so far.
Sorry to drag you all out here. Let's say we head back.
You're all done?
Yeah. I managed to clean up their gravestones and talk to them a bit about my life.
If I can ask, who were these people?
Well, they're my family. Of course, none of us are blood related, but it's never been about that. And it doesn't make them any less precious. Every time I come here, I get this strange feeling. I've always been the type to rush in and never think ahead. So I assumed if anyone was gonna die first, it'd be me. Yet here I am now, talking to them, even though they're long gone.
Kiryu-san.
I come to pay my respects for the first time in forever, and who do I see? Almost like Kazuma himself had a hand in it.
Date-san.
Long time no see. Gonna guess your buddies there is safe.
Oh, yeah.
An acquaintance of yours, Kiryu-san? Wait, doesn't this mean your cover's blown?
No. He's good. If anyone's aware of anything, it's him.
I take it you must be Detective Date?
And that would make you Sunhee, the so-called face of Ijincho. Never could stay away from trouble, could you?
I think we'll be heading back, Kiryu-san. You look like you got some catching up to do.
Appreciate that.
Hey, no worries. You fellas enjoy.
Sorry, didn't mean to scare off your new pals. But hey, what are the chances? I say we catch up on old times. That is, if you've got time.
Sure.
Been so long since the two of us have had a sip, I figured it ought to be here. And speaking of a sip, that one's all you get. Meanwhile, I'll be helping myself to the bar.
Greedy old drunk? You sure Mama won't mind?
Just so happens today's her day off.
Then I guess we'll leave it at that. Thanks.
You're getting thin. I admit that caught me off guard.
Really? You can tell that easy, huh?
Well, yeah. When it comes to studying you, I hold a Guinness World Record. So, is it that bad?
Yeah. And when the doctor found out I was running around like this, he nearly burst a vessel.
Let me guess. More nonsense from the Daidoji faction.
In Hawaii, there was a girl who reminded me of Haruka. Her name's Lonnie. She's just an innocent kid. Yet here she is, running for her life. All for some asshole's convenience. I can't help but want to save her.
Sounds like something you'd say. Always putting your neck out for others, aren't you?
Well, with the clock ticking, I'm supposed to be enjoying my final moments. At least according to Namba and them.
Sure. You've never been the type to look after yourself.
Well, there's been a lot on my mind, now that it's come to this. Looking back, I almost didn't make it. When Nishiki and Yumi died, I thought, if only I could go with them. But what stopped me in the end was actually something you told me.
I said something that important?
You know damn well you did. Don't you have someone precious to protect? I figured that must be what's pushing me still.
In that case, you can't clock out just yet. After all, you want to protect that kid, right?
Yeah.
Then now's the time you get back your gusto. Still free to stick around a while?
Come on. How long has it been? I'm sticking around whether you like it or not.
That's the spirit.
Welcome back, Kiryu-san. Hey, how much were you drinking?
Not much. Only had one glass.
So was everything okay with your friend?
Yeah. What's more, we agreed to meet up every now and again, like back in the day. Hope that's all right.
Of course it is. Just don't go overboard with the booze, okay?
Yeah, I know.
You sure about that? I don't want to find you passed out somewhere.
I see you're not gonna go easy on me. Fine. You have my word.
Well, that's that. We should head back to Kasuga's apartment for the day.
Should I open it? It opened. Hello?
Kiryu, Date here.
Date-san.
I'm in Ijincho at the moment. Come out with me. We should talk. Don't try making out like you're too busy.
Is this important?
That bucket list thing you were telling me about before. I've been mulling it over ever since. Got me thinking I have too much unfinished business myself.
If I can be of some help, I'll come.
There we go. See you soon.
Where should we meet?
Rose Blossom, the cabaret club. I'll tell the bar to expect you. Right, I'll be waiting. There he is. Took you long enough. Much obliged. We've got it from here. Going over to that table.
Very good, sir. Please enjoy yourselves.
Well, what are we doing here exactly?
I appreciate you coming down here, Kiryu. You won't regret it, I think.
I'll trust you on that. Whose table was that just now, by the way? Do you two know each other? You were drinking together.
I'd introduce you to the guy, but the Daidoji faction wouldn't be happy with me.
Hmm? What's that supposed to mean?
Kid's name is Taichi. The boy you raised at Morning Glory, that Taichi.
What?
Don't start gawking at him. He hasn't clocked you either, it would seem.
Hey, don't order another yet. I need a second. Any more and I'll pass out on my way home.
It's all right, handsome. I'll watch over you until the morning.
Oh, really? You'd do that?
It's not an offer I'd make to just anyone, Tai-chan. But I feel safe with you.
That's really great. Yokohama girls are the best.
To be fair, he's of legal drinking age. Back in Okinawa, he works as a fireman.
I can't believe it. That's Taichi. What's he doing here?
I heard he was visiting a friend in Tokyo, so I rang him up. Offered to take him around Yokohama. Not like I was ever that close to the boy. Couldn't think of any better place to go than here. Jinsho women sure can work wonders on men like him. Doubt he even noticed I left.
What's the meaning of all this, Date-san? He's supposed to think I'm dead. Why would you invite me somewhere he could spot me?
Because if he doesn't realize who he's looking at, there's no problem.
Hmm?
That's why you and I are keeping our distance. Much as I'd like it, I know you can't speak directly. I still thought seeing him like this would be better than never seeing him at all.
Date-san.
You've always been too stubborn to look backward. Tell me, how does it feel? Would dying have been easier without this memory? Don't your kids warrant a spot on your list?
I'd heard about him becoming a firefighter, you know. I still keep tabs on all of them, but I never planned on seeing them again. I couldn't even risk hoping to.
That's why we're here. This is my unfinished business. You've gone through life telling yourself you have no regrets. It's not true. You just refuse to acknowledge them. And if there's anyone still breathing in this world who could convince you of that, I suppose it's me.
Date-san.
I know. When the Daidoji helped you fabricate your death, I went along with it. And it cost you everything. Haruka, Haruto. A life cut off from the people you love. I replay those events over and over in my head, wondering if I could have changed the outcome.
It was my responsibility. My death was the only thing that could have ensured their safety. Date-san, you have nothing to blame yourself for.
Either way, that was a long time ago. Maybe now I could make a difference? Maybe?
Hold on. Who are they?
Oh, I'm not sure, actually.
Hey, why are all the girls hanging out here? Send some to our table.
Very sorry, sir. We'll address this at once.
You'd better. We're paying customers too, ain't we?
I apologize, everyone. I didn't know I'd be so popular in here.
That's because Tai-chan is the cutest. I won't drink with anyone else.
You mean it?
Piss off, you dumb fucking tourist. You really think you're hot shit?
Damn it. I might have tipped those girls too well. Wanted Taichi to have a good time, you know.
This is dangerous. Everyone's too drunk.
Hey, you're being very impolite, aren't you? Calm down and someone will join you soon.
Excuse me? I don't take lip from working girls.
Whoa, what the hell? You can't do that! Never hit a woman!
Hey, don't be a fool. As long as Taichi's there, you can't intervene.
All night's ruined now. I'm gonna discipline this chick.
No!
Huh?
That's enough. You make me sick.
The hell?
Taichan!
You're dirt, punk!
You want to discipline her, huh? Learn some discipline yourself.
Huh. Well, I'll be. Who would have thought Taichi had it in him?
He's full of surprises.
Not so fucking fast! Hey, shit dick! Nobody likes a guy who hogs the tits!
Taichan, are you okay? Please get up, please!
Excuse me, that's quite enough. Leave it once or I'll call the police.
Shut your mouth! This is your fault, scumbag!
This ends right now, or I'll pay you back for Taichi 10 times over.
Uncle. Is it really you, Uncle Cos? Uncle...
Hands off of me!
Everybody has a death wish tonight.
Whole world's been shitting on me. Now, I'm gonna shit on all of you!
Well, let's get started.
It's my turn.
I'm not that strong.
Get a taste of this!
You're through.
Don't mess with me.
Follow my lead.
What an eyesore.
Time to shut it down. Field ID!
Yeah. Have fun with this. It's showtime! Come get your
Fly hard next time.
Oh, all the damn luck. It wasn't supposed to go like this.
Will it be all right?
Oh, well... Sleeping like a baby. He's more drunk than he is hurt. Maybe we overdid it a little.
He's fine.
Sir?
He's gonna make a great firefighter. Boy's in good shape. Hell, he's a grown man.
Taichi's gonna wake up before too long. You should leave. We'll catch up. I'll stay behind and try to clean up this mess.
Thanks.
Uncle Cos!
Hey, rise and shine, kid. What a night.
Oh, I'm real sorry. I remember there was a fight. Somebody came and defended me.
Somebody? You mean was Kiryu here?
Huh?
Joking. You were calling out for him, Taichi. Uncle Kaz, you said.
Really? Weird. Guess I was dreaming.
The good news is you held your own, protecting that girl of yours. Huh. Not every man is the sort who'd do that, you know. Even if they wanted to.
Actually, that's my trick when I need to be brave. I think about what Uncle Kiryu would do. When I remember the way he was, it's like I can shut down any fear inside me.
You don't say. That's a pretty clever technique. Should give it a try myself.
Yeah, sure. It always works for me.
This place good?
Kanagawa PD contact recommended it to me. Order one drink, sit as long as you like. From now on, consider this my Ijincho hideout.
So you mean...
Think I'll stay around town for a bit. You know, stay on top of that bucket list of yours. Taichi's little night out was only the start of it. I've got calls going out all over Yokohama.
Stop. You realize that if the Daidoji faction catches on, we'll both pay.
They haven't objected yet, have they? Not even Taichi knows you're still out there. Trust me, the fearsome Daidoji faction has nothing to worry about.
You're testing them.
Look, I realize I'm taking a risk here, but when it comes to your final days, I don't care. Nothing you say is going to stop me. If Daidoji has a problem, they know where I am. So then, Taichi stir anything in you? Do you regret what happened tonight? Because I saw your face just before you left. The way you looked at that proud young man. You have ties to this world. They don't disappear when you turn your back.
You're not wrong.
Dragons don't have the luxury of dying forgotten. Taichi remembers you. People remember you. Kazuma Kiryu never walked the easiest path, but the steps he took always bore fruit. You have the responsibility to reap the harvest you've sown. I've never been more certain. I'll call you again. Kasuga and all that is important, but take some time for yourself, too.
Date-san. Thank you. I don't have the words. I'll never forget what you're doing for me. Taichi and the others. I thought maybe I'd been able to let go. That even if I never saw them again, I'd be fine. But when I heard his voice with my own ears, when he was right there in front of me, who knew I'd be so happy? I certainly didn't.
That's more than you need to say. Now I've got quite some work to do.
Hello?
Kiryu-san, it's Sonhee. Sorry to bring bad news, but it looks like the Seiryu clan set us up.
What do you mean?
Here, check the video I sent you. It was posted just now by Tatara, one of the more popular VTubers.
VTuber?
What's up, people? Tatara Channel coming at ya! As always, we're out to boldly reveal the evils this media's just too scared to touch. The title for today's episode is... A super big shot Yakuza long thought dead suddenly returns from the grave? First off, let's take a good look at this photo. In it is Kazuma Kiryu, legendary Yakuza to some, hardened criminal to others. known as the Dragon of Dojima in Kamurocho. He was also the chairman of the Tojo clan, the largest Yakuza group in the Kanto area. 7 years ago, in Hiroshima, Kiryu-san was shot to death as a result of gang-related activities. Or so we were led to believe. This video here, recorded in Hawaii, is no more than a few days old. And if we zoom in to get a closer look... My! He looks a lot like Kazuma Kiryu, doesn't he? I mean, you're practically twins! Now, let's continue the footage, shall we?
Long time no see, Kasuga. Whoa. Kiryu-san? Is that you? Who else would it be?
You hear that? The other guy just called him Kiryu-san, didn't he? Does that not blow your mind, people? The dragon is back from the dead! Oh, and we're not done just yet. This footage hides yet another juicy surprise. Did you happen to catch it? Right here! Do you all remember him?
Long time no see, Kasuga.
It's Ichiban Kasuga, whose cover we blew on this channel before! Yokohama's so-called hero! So a long-lost legend is really alive and kicking, plus he's pals with Ichiban Kasuga? Okay, what is really going on here? To help shed light on that, I've invited some very special guests for this occasion. You'll be meeting the Underworld's top dogs, currently leading the most powerful Yakuza organization in Japan. Here we go! These gentlemen are in charge of a group called the Seiryu Clan. Thank you both for joining us today. Let's get right to it. You've seen the footage of Kazuma Kiryu yourselves. What do you think?
That's him, without a shadow of a doubt. As a matter of fact, he paid a little visit to our office here only yesterday. Which goes to show the man never died. It was an act. That, in turn, leads me to believe law enforcement might have had a hand in this charade.
You're saying the police helped Kiryu fake his death? How is that even possible?
Kazuma Kiryu was the fourth chairman of the Tojo clan, and despite their rivalry, he was also quite close with Chairman Watase of the Omi Alliance. Naturally, he would have had a wide range of support from Japan's underground, being in it all those years.
And that's to say nothing of the late Minoru Daidoji, whose cabal still straddles the political and finance sectors. If even one of those groups were to put pressure on the police, well, I'm sure you can imagine they'd comply. But let's move on. Take a look at this footage from yesterday.
Kazuma Kiryu again! And sitting across from him, is that?
Yes, that would be the two of us.
Can you elaborate on what's going on here?
Kazuma Kiryu, as you clearly saw in the Hawaii footage, is likely the one pulling Ichiban Kasuga's strings. Now why, after spending so long in hiding, would he suddenly emerge like this? I can only think of one plausible reason. The resurrection of the Tojo clan. He came here just as we'd finished refurbishing the old Tojo clan headquarters, stating he'll use any means to reclaim it. Need proof? The video here should be more than enough to convince you.
Wow, I'm glad you're both safe. What a menace Kiryu is. How can he just be allowed to walk free?
Well, he's been officially pronounced dead. It's why the police can't touch him. Still, in an effort to make a difference, we brought this to your attention in hopes that it would help.
Oh, now it's all starting to come together. Thank you so much for this information. Well, everyone, Tatara Channel's on it. And we'll chase Kazuma Kiryu to the ends of the earth. Fear not. This state-protected, privileged class of Yakuza can't run forever. The truth will always win out. Above all, the Tojo clan must not be resurrected. Let's make sure to put a stop to it. That's all for today. And if you spot Kazuma Kiryu, drop me a line.
Kiryu-san, we got trouble on the internet. It's the damn Tatara again.
I guess you already know.
Sun-Hee just finished telling me.
You gonna be alright? Now that your name and face are broadcast out in the open?
I'm not sure. We'll see how Hanawa responds. But either way, I don't have long to live. In that sense, it's not a big deal.
Don't say that, Kiryu-san.
You know, maybe I ought to give Ebina and Sawashiro a word of thanks. And then some.
Seriously, I for one want to know what the hell they were thinking. What was their goal in all this?
Could be we got under their skin yesterday. And this was how they retaliated.
Hey, didn't Tatara spread rumors about Ichiban too? Something like former Yakuza makes a killing by forcing other ex-criminals to steal? He was only doing his job, but the video spun it completely out of context.
Right.
That channel's known for trying to expose the evil the media's too afraid to touch. And actually, their scoops are mostly legitimate. But why does their information get twisted when the spotlight's on Ichiban and Kiryu-san?
Hey, if I knew, I'd tell you.
Not only that, why is Ebina bothering to lend Tatara a hand? Seems pretty out of place for a Yakuza to go on camera like that. Plus, that footage with Kiryu-san was taken just yesterday. Yet they already had a smear campaign prepped and ready?
Nice catch. You got a good eye, Psycho.
Sunny, did you come running all this way?
The situation called for it. But this isn't about me. I don't have positive proof yet, but there's a good chance Ebina and Tatara were partners for a long time.
Is that right? How long are we talking?
At least before any of you even knew their names.
How can you be so sure?
Why else would Ebina and his lackey go on stream with some VTuber who has nothing to do with the Yakuza? Anyone in the position to lead the Seiryu clan would never pull a stunt like that. It's too big a risk for one, but as you saw, they did it anyway. So, here's what I think could happen. Ebina might start using Tatara to broadcast any propaganda that suits his needs. And that's to 5 million subscribers, by the way. And I'll even take it a step further and say this. I think Ebina's been Tatara's major source of intel for everything that's happened so far.
Wait a minute. So, Ebina, a leader in the Yakuza world, is behind the Tatara channel of all things?
What makes you think that, Sunny?
Ebina's background tells it all. He used to be one of Tokyo PD's top elites.
Was he really? And now he's a Yakuza captain. Talk about turning the wrong leaf. What would make him do that?
I don't know the particulars. There wasn't any scandal I could trace it to. But with history like that, I'm sure he's got a wealth of stories the media's never seen or heard.
Isn't that a fair bit of assumption, though?
Sure, but it's not like it's unfounded.
Oh, you know what? This involves Ichiban directly. Right after Tatara effectively canceled him, Sawashiro goes and sends him to Hawaii.
Meaning?
Well, I just wonder, had Ichiban been able to keep giving work to ex-Yakuza, would he still have said yes to going there?
So then, Sawashiro wanted Kasuga in Hawaii for his own ends. And for that to happen, Tatara made it so he had to leave his job. The timing was too convenient.
Exactly. So what I'm saying is, it's possible Sawashiro's been stringing Ichiban along. And if that's true, it's not a stretch to say they know more than they let on about Polycana.
So, if everything was orchestrated by Ebina and Sawashiro, what would be their next move?
Good question. I guess that's the part we're all stumped on.
Should we go have another chat?
I would love to, but the situation's changed. One false step, and we'll be staring down every last member of the Seiryu clan. After putting footage like that out there, they're obviously ready for a fight. And if Kiryu-san isn't his usual self, we shouldn't pick a fight we can't win.
As much as I hate to admit it, I think you might be right.
Okay, then why don't we do this?
What?
Now that the Seiryu clan opened a branch office, there shouldn't be as many of them back at Ijincho. So, we should hit their HQ first. Figure we might be able to get who's in charge to talk.
Nanba, that's actually not such a bad idea.
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Here we are, Kiryu-san. Seiryu Clan headquarters.
There he is! Been waiting for you, tough guy. I'm here with Men's Vice Journal.
Great. What now?
Feast your eyes, bros and bastards. You're taking an exclusive look at the most legendary Yakuza to ever walk the streets. Thanks to the Tatara channel, he's the talk of the town once more. Introducing Kazuma Kiryu.
I see what's going on here. They're hyenas lapping up a bigger man's fame.
How about you give us an interview, Kiryu-san? Your story's, like, incredible. A top dog faking his own death all so he could live in secrecy. How do you feel now that that's out in the open? Any comments? Concerns? Give me something.
Out of the way.
Oh! Ow! I think I broke a bone.
No way he got hurt just from that.
Talk about bad acting.
Yo, did you guys see that? Dude freaking wrecked me! That right there's the real, uninhibited Kazuma Kiryu!
I'm not in the mood for child's play, so get the hell out of my sight.
This is the same Kiryu who's sick, right?
What the fuck, man? That shit really did break a bone! Well, guess what? It's all on camera.
Huh. I'm surprised you didn't die on impact.
Hurry up and get him, guys! I'll be right here recording. I even got a killer title. Legendary Yakuza Kazuma Kiryu gets straight up owned on camera.
You really want another reality check, huh?
Looks like your boys are too scared to move a muscle.
That's alright. We got ourselves an arrangement.
Looks like Ebina knew we were coming.
First he spreads lies, then he lays a trap. I'd say his true colors are starting to show.
Right. This pretty much amounts to a declaration of war.
Then how should we handle this, Kiryu-san?
No question. If they want to fight, they've got one. Let's go!
Think I'll enjoy this.
Follow my lead.
Get serious.
You're gonna get stomped.
Vision. Delivery. Coming up.
There's a storm coming!
I won't hold back. Follow my lead. Right before, you said you had an arrangement with the Seiryu clan. What did you mean by that?
Hard to say.
Answer me now, or that bone's going back in its socket. And I can't guarantee you'll like it.
Okay, I got a message from the Tatara channel. They knew about you, said you'd be coming to Seiryu HQ. They also said to taunt you and get footage, that the clan would protect us if we did.
So Sunhee's guess was right. Ebina really has been pulling Tatara's strings.
Yeah. And so is Shiras' accomplice. They also made Kasuga go to Hawaii. There had to be a reason for that, too.
What kind of reason, though?
Let me ask what's happening in Hawaii. I've got a contact over there.
Who would that be?
He probably means Hanawa-san, the guy from the Daidoji faction.
He's not picking up?
Isn't it late at night over there? It could be they're all snoring by now.
Namba just checked in with me. He and Kiryu-san made it back all right. They're staying at my place in Ijincho while they rest up.
Good to hear. So, Kiryu-san should be safe for the time being.
Oh, sheesh, what a day. Akane-san has Lonnie safe and secure for now, at least. Problem is, finding him.
Mm-hmm. Balikana's carving the island bloody searching. Hard to believe she's still out there. Listen, Akane-san won't be able to hide much longer.
Chichan, has the channel gotten any comments that might be from her?
Sorry. Still nothing.
Well, guess ladies her age don't exactly follow what's trending.
If she's online, Akane-san should have seen it already. By now, its saturation has peaked. Everyone I know has seen it. Hawaii's responsible for most of its views, geographically.
I'm not following you. How many views does the thing have?
A bit over 50,000 at this point.
What? How many? That's a ton, isn't it? It sounds like a ton.
Yeah, that's a hit video for sure. Hey-chan, how'd we get so many clicks?
Well, I had some AI bots seed the link on social media. Honestly, though, Kasuga-san, you're just pretty charismatic.
Hey, don't you, like, earn money from ads or whatever? If that many people are watching, we must be raking it in, huh?
That's cute. Our video's not even monetized. The channel would need way more subs. Double that view count, and we'd maybe have 100 yen between us.
No shit, huh? Guess it's not as easy as I figured.
Chichan, it's amazing how you know all this.
Huh? Ichiban, everyone my age has run these numbers.
Anyone else feeling ancient? So where's that leave us? Akane-san still in the wind?
If you could simply locate her, the Daidoji faction is ready to help. We can arrange a flight out of Hawaii at any time. For Lonnie as well.
Thanks for that much, I guess. Still, you Daidoji faction guys don't exactly put me at ease.
That's understandable. I'm in the dark as far as my boss's interest in Akane-san is concerned. However... This country's proven more than a match for you already. Leave this to the professionals. Unless you've got a better plan to cross international waters. Have you?
Okay, point taken. But for all your talk, you're no closer to Akane-san than we are.
Why not use Balikana's intelligence against them? Their last known sighting of the target was in Night Square.
She's not a target, okay? Her name's Akane-san.
Night Square, you said? That's Yamai's territory, isn't it?
Yeah, not exactly on great terms with that one. Sure we should head back there? Seems like we're asking for trouble. But hang on. How long ago is last known, anyway?
A little after they took off. About a week and a half ago.
Hardly breaking news. You sure about this?
You're free to ignore my input. Bear in mind, though, Yamai's the only force that can keep Palicana at bay.
That is true. Yamai and Bryce are still locking horns.
Considering how long they've been chasing the woman, it would make sense. This is all assuming she's still alive, of course. My condolences otherwise.
What do you say, Kasuga? With the orphanage a dead end, this could be our best shot.
Yeah, Night Square it is. But to start, how about we check with that woman at the tattoo parlor? She seemed up on things.
Again with her? Seriously?
That's how it goes. Search 99 times, find a clue on the 100th.
Yeah.
That said, am I the only one who's beat?
All right, let's rest up. Head out tomorrow.
Hey.
More Palicana scumbags. We'll never find Akane-san if they keep creeping up on us.
Damn it, Yamai's territory is infested with these guys. Screw it then! Let's give them what they want! You can't run from me! Let's do it! Yeah! Open wide!
Don't whip out now. Looks like I'm up. This ought to help.
All right, let's do it. Going in.
Cool.
Okay, I'm up.
Oh, we'll see, I guess.
Yep, that's how it's done.
That all of them?
Not even close. You think you won?
I guess they saved the best for last.
What's the call? We pulling out?
No way. Kiryu-san let this job to us. Run away now, we just embarrass ourselves. That said, I'm starting to hit a wall here. Let's one-shot this creep. What do you say? You guys with me? Just a bit longer?
What's that you're spewing? Bastards! I'll slaughter you!
We're in this together. Show them what we got!
Get ready for this!
All right, let's go.
Let's do this, guys! Right on! Here's what true friends are made
Sure, I'll play with you.
Scared?
Time to go all out.
You think I'm stupid? You're in it now.
Prepare yourself.
Ass kicking time!
Nice knowing you.
Not
Yeah, now scram while you still can.
Guess I'm a fast learner.
Look at me go! Nice!
Okay, that's got him scattered.
You again? Just can't turn down trouble.
Huh?
Oh, listen, Auntie.
What are you doing here? Yamai hasn't killed you yet?
This isn't about him. We came to talk to you.
I've got nothing to say to any of you.
At least hear us out. There are 2 people missing. Look, have you seen them? They were last seen here, about a couple weeks ago.
Then Yamai's the one you want to talk to.
Yamai's been after them too. He hasn't had any luck yet either.
Sorry, I don't know him. Now get out of here. You people make my ulcer flare up.
She doesn't mince words.
She didn't recognize Akane-san anyway. This is a complete bust.
He only just got here. Searched 99 times.
Well said, Chitose. You'd make a good detective.
Fine. Guess we'll just ask around, huh? Akane-san and Lani were here at one point. Maybe somebody saw him.
Yo.
It for the long haul.
Hey.
Hey, asshole!
Sup? Thanks.
Huh. Mm-hmm.
Huh?
No need to slow down now.
More of Bryce's goons?
This is getting old.
No matter what we do, they're on top of us. Even if we had Akane-san, we wouldn't be able to get away.
Jeez, Adachi-san, you're right. If only one of us had said this was a bad idea.
Shut your traps! What are you dumb shits doing in our part of town?
Our part? So you're with Yamai?
This is his territory, ain't it? Now scram your asses out of here before we kill you!
This guy. He really lays it on thick, doesn't he?
Yamai!
Thought I threw you out last time. Where's Kiryu? Don't tell me he finally kicked it.
He's back in Japan. Needed a vacation from his vacation.
That's so.
Hold on. Is that actual concern I hear?
You've got some sense of humor, you know.
No! Come on!
Hey, who's on whose side here?
Yeah! What's this? Are we fighting or not?
This isn't exactly going to plan.
Boss! Give me the word! I'll crush every one of these chumps into putty.
I'll hold you to that. Don't disappoint me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's a little more straightforward. Let's go!
可别一下就不行了 Let's go.
You're stuffing up my house! Time to ready to pay for it.
Come on!
Okay.
Take your best.
Surprise!
Do your work.
Well, I'm waiting.
Brace yourself! Crush you!
Feeling good. Come along. Come on,
Sure, I'll play with you.
You're in it now.
Oh, come on, you come here now. Going in!
Here I come!
Let's turn up the heat!
Ready when you are.
So what's it doing?
Well...
Hey, thanks.
Shut it, you dumbass! That wasn't for you!
You're in it now.
Well, I'm waiting. Come on, losing blood.
Cool. Here.
I needed that. Okay, I'm up.
Let's go.
Come on.
Oh yeah? Don't get caught.
Sure, I'll play with you.
Looks like I'm up. Alright, Shakil.
Woo!
Time to end this.
Ready when you are. Okay.
Open wide. Going in.
Alright,
pain in the ass to fight. He's on our side now. Prepare yourself! Let's smooth things over.
Brace yourself!
Are you getting scared?
Let's go!
Looks like I'm up. This ought to help.
Bored out of my skull here.
Okay. Here!
Hey!
Time to end this.
Take your best.
All right.
Don't get tired already. Get alive.
Got you now. Right, time to
Feeling good. John, you come here now. Huh? We done here.
Well, I'm waiting.
I'm all
Bored out of my skull here.
Okay, I'm up.
Don't get caught.
Cool.
Sure, I'll play with you.
Oh, come on. Looks like I'm up.
That's fine. Eyes on me.
Well, I'm waiting.
Don't get caught.
Now then.
We done here. Take your best shot.
Here I come. This might sting a little. Get
Time to end this.
That's how it's done.
Damn it!
Thanks for the help, Yamai.
Just taking necessary action to defend my turf. You want to show your appreciation? Get the fuck out.
We're not leaving, Yamai. You and me, we've got more to talk about.
Oh?
Kasuga.
You just saw what Bryce has been throwing our way. The Barracudas and Ganja are hitting us from both sides. Pain in the ass, right? But Akane-san and Lonnie are still missing, and I won't stop looking for them.
My sympathies.
And that's why I need as many friends as I can get! You could help us out here, if you wanted to. Will you?
What?
Hey, Kasuga, this guy was hunting Akane-san for himself not 3 days ago.
Sure, maybe he was. But once he found out what was up, he called it off.
Maybe, but wasn't he ready to butcher us all the same?
We managed to get past that, too. Look, Yamai had Kiryu-san in his clutches. He could have killed him, but he protected him instead. Yamai's not some cheap thug or a mercenary. He's real Yakuza.
You're a smooth talker, but I'm not buying what you're selling. You all can throw yourselves into the wood chipper if you want. If I'm lucky, you'll last long enough to weaken them for me to swoop in later.
We both know you're no scavenger. Maybe Bryce just frightens you.
Shut up, Ichiban.
What you say? The boss ain't frightened of jack shit!
That's the best you've got, funny man. No more smooth talking, just cheap shit bait.
Boss, how about I cut his tongue out for you?
You're not gonna do a goddamn thing. You know why? 'Cause even cheap shit bait can hook a monster.
Jeez, you idiot!
I guess I'll be filing my complaint with you later.
Sorry, but Yamai's too important to back down from.
All right. No putting it off any longer. It had to come to this sooner or later, I suppose.
Yeah! Yeah, it did!
You're serious this time. He's pulling out all his stops.
I'll say. Guess we better do the same.
Going in!
It's all whipped out now.
Okay.
Yeah!
Sure, I'll play with you.
Here's the one! Hey! You freak found me!
Oh yeah, yes, thank you.
Delivery!
There's a storm coming! Blow the roof off!
Knock it off!
Cool, we get scared.
Oh! Brace yourself!
Looks like I'm up.
Okay.
Ready when you are.
Come on. Got you now. Happy birthday!
I'm taking a shot to you! Well, this has been fun!
I'm just not feeling it.
Don't get caught!
No stain, no gain. Wow, it looks brand new.
Gotta do something about this.
Ready when you are.
It's go time! To your stations!
Knock it off! Want some of this? Victory is ours! Let's go! Gotta hold it together. Oh yeah, let's do this, guys! Right on! Here's what true friends are made Feeling better. Not too shabby.
Sure, I'll play with
You're in it now.
you. Well, I'm waiting.
Here I come! Got you, girl! Don't let us get it!
Hey, eyes open!
Time to go all out.
Don't get caught! Don't get caught!
But you scared?
Prepare yourself. No stain, no gain.
You wanna fight? By God, you're gonna get it! Let's get it done!
Sure, I'll play with you.
You wanna go? Started. Here it comes! This one's my special! Get ready, buddy!
Oh, we'll see, I guess.
Take your best shot!
Got you now! Right! Time to
I'm waiting.
Feeling good! Well, this has been fun! Gonna mash you to a pulp!
I can do this.
Ass kicking time! Way to be fast!
That's how it's
scram
done.
while you still can.
Think I'm getting better at this.
Hey!
Look
I'm
at
even
me
stronger
go.
now.
Yamai, listen to me. I need your help here. You've been getting your way for years because you had the power, right? Well, what happens now that we've beaten you?
You and I are never gonna be friends. Got it? But you win. If we find the old woman, we'll keep her here. No safer harbor for her.
That woman's name is Akane-san. Aside from that, thank you, Yamai.
Got all that?
Of course, sir. I'll spread the word.
So the idea was to fight Yamai to get him on our side, huh? Guess that explains those lame-ass taunts.
Yeah. Or at least to go down swinging.
Can't you even pretend you had a plan? Sheesh.
You there! Ichiban Kasuga, right?
Auntie?
Huh?
What's up?
Answer me. You're Ichiban Kasuga, right?
Yeah.
Come with me. I need to talk to you.
Hey, we can talk right here.
Do whatever you want, then.
What the hell?
Tommy, what's the deal with her?
How am I supposed to know?
Still, you should probably go hear her out, right? Rude to turn her down.
You're right. Let's see what she's got to say. Hey, lady. Where are we headed? The sun's going down. Whatever, then. I'll just sit here. Could use the shut-eye.
We're here.
We are?
Excuse me, what do you mean we're here?
Yeah, it's the middle of the ocean, lady. Oh, bursting for a piss, too.
Don't you dare pee in my boat. Right there. See it?
That a cruiser? Here it comes.
Listen.
Huh? Okay.
Right now, we're short on faith, but shorter on time. Trusting you is a gamble. For your sake, don't let me regret it.
I'm not sure I get you. But when someone bets big on me, I pay off.
Hope so.
Hey, how about you talk straight with us?
Best place to hide a tree's the forest. Here, we've got something better. We keep precious cargo at sea.
Huh? No kidding.
Lonnie?
Akane-san?
I suppose I should say hello, Ichiban Kasuga-san.
Now it makes sense. Hiding out on the ocean. Bryce was scouring the city, but they were never there. And you were the old woman's contact this whole time.
You watch your tongue talking about her. When she was a Palikana volunteer, she did a lot of good for people. You don't want to find out how far I'd go to protect her.
So this is who Bryce is tearing up the island for?
It's okay. Introduce yourself.
Nice to meet you. My name is Lonnie.
My name's Kasuga. Ichiban Kasuga. It's nice to meet you too, Lonnie.
Thank you very much.
Which means... you're Akane-san, aren't you?
That's right. Akane Kishida. I appreciate all you've been through. Just for my and Lonnie's sake. I'm very sorry.
Hey, everything we did was our choice.
Yeah, you got nothing to be sorry for. Besides, you're Kasuga's mother, aren't you? We'd have followed you into hell itself. Your boy here knows how to inspire folks.
I'm so very sorry. How troublesome must it be to have an old woman interrupt your life, claiming to be your mother?
To be honest, it still hasn't sunk in. I'm not really sure how to process all of this stuff.
Don't worry. That's a very normal response. Sawashiro-san knew that I was being selfish, reaching out to you. I had to beg him before he'd do it. Still, thank you for finding me. It's good to meet you.
Oh, come on. This is embarrassing. Akane-san, it is okay to call you that, right?
Of course it is.
There's a lot we should probably talk about. But right now, your safety is top priority.
Yeah, now that we're back on land, who knows when Bryce might sniff us out.
Say, Lonnie, have you ever been to Japan?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, Akane-san's gonna take you there, alright? It's colder than it is here, but the food's great.
If we go there, Akane will be safe?
Yeah, Akane-san can rest easy, and you won't have to hide anymore.
It's true. Japan's a nice place.
Okay. Then, let's go.
Alright, we should get moving. Thankfully, the Daidoji faction's here. They've got a lot of pull back home.
Daidoji?
Yeah, they can get you and Akane-san to Japan in a snap. That sound okay to you, Akane-san?
Mm-hmm. Kyo-san and I knew that we could only keep hiding for so long. We'll put our faith in you from here on.
Kyo-san? Great name. It suits you. Sorry, we probably should have asked.
Don't wear it out.
Alright, I'm gonna make the call. Hold on a second.
Hanawa?
Yeah. He said he could arrange a flight out for us. Let's hope these guys are as good as their word.
Chitose, everything good?
Oh, yeah. Don't mind me.
Yeah. Make sure it's ready. We'll bring them by soon.
Hanawa's place is kind of far from here. Think you could get us a ride? The Daidoji safe house is the best spot for Akane-san and Lani right now.
I can get you something sturdy, bulletproof. Driver to go with it too.
Just say the word. You may not know this, but I was a hell of a getaway driver back in the day.
You may not know this, but I'm a former cop.
How about that? Guess we'll just leave the past in the past for now.
Don't mind if we do.
Okay. Say, Akane-san, mind if I ask something? These people, why are they after the two of you?
It's this. It's what Lonnie's carrying.
Huh?
Lonnie, would you show him? It's okay. Kasuga-san's someone you can trust.
A pendant? That's Polychana's insignia.
It is.
I've seen this before somewhere. Oh! Before! Bryce was wearing one that looked like that. Callan and Dana and the other Polychana followers. They all dressed pretty similar, but none of them had a pendant quite like this. No wonder it stood out at the time.
This one's unique. It's the Sage of Polykhana's birthright. It's been passed down through generations since the Order was founded. A sacred relic. Truly one of a kind.
One of a kind, huh? But that would mean...
Right. Therein lies the problem. You see, I met Lonnie only recently. About 2 weeks ago now, I think. It was late. Close to midnight, best as I recall. The rest of the orphanage staff had gone. The children were all asleep. I'd been catching up on paperwork, staying overtime.
Staying until midnight? I guess you had a lot of responsibility as director.
Thanks for saying so, but it's a rewarding job. Anyway, it was around then I heard a knock on the door. And there she was. Lonnie. In all my time at the orphanage, no one had ever come to us like that. Alone. In the middle of the night.
Lonnie, what brought you to Akane-san's place?
I never had a mom or dad. I grew up with my grandma. But then, Grandma got sick. She went to the hospital. They told us she wouldn't get better.
I'm really sorry.
Grandma said if she had to leave me, she needed to make sure I'd be okay. She gave me this pendant and a letter, and said that in Honolulu, there's a Polykhana orphanage I should go to.
What was in the letter?
It's less of a letter, more of a will. But not from Lonnie's grandmother. It's 70 years old. Written by Polykhana's sage at the time.
Now that's pretty fucking interesting.
What does it say, Akane-san?
I've memorized every word of it. If, in the event of my death, Bryce Fairchild is named Sage of Polykhana, his claim must be deemed illegitimate and falsely gained. The rightful sage, as elected by our officers, shall be born only of the Mililani family. To this true successor, I bequeath our most precious heraldry. The Mililani family has one living heir. Lonnie. When she brought that to me, I could scarcely believe it was authentic.
Yeah, I'm sure. The whole time, Bryce must have seemed like a righteous leader. You couldn't have known he was hiding anything.
That's why I fell into his trap. I called Bryce to ask him about it.
You did what came naturally. That letter was way too much to handle on your own. It would have been standard procedure to inform Bryce, I'm sure.
Thank you. But standard or not, it was the worst move I could have made. I got Lonnie something to eat and called Bryce's number. Despite how late it was, Bryce immediately said he'd come over. That was when I started feeling like something was wrong. Bryce got there, acting like usual. Then he saw the pendant and the will. Before I knew it, Lonnie had a gun pointed at her. All I could do was take her hand and run away. But Bryce's men were already after us. We were being hunted. Everyone in Polykhana I used to trust turned on us. But somehow, we got to Night Square, where Kyo-san was willing to give us shelter.
You were in my turf from the very start, and I never found you. Ugh, I'll never live this shit down.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Since you and Bryce are enemies, it meant Night Square was safe for them. Wait, didn't Dana say that Akane-san left a letter behind?
With all his resources, I bet the Sage has a forger on payroll.
I guess so. That means The police who gave up looking are probably with Bryce, too. Anyway, if he was ready to kill a little girl just like that, this is the real deal. That night, did he come alone? Maybe he didn't want his people learning the truth. Now every gang in Hawaii is trying to cover it up. By now, he must be desperate. Hey, Akane-san, what did the will mean about him being illegitimate?
From what I understand, the last sage was killed in a robbery, along with his wife. Bryce claims that the sage entrusted his pendant to him as he was dying. If falsely gained means what I think it might.
Then Bryce might have been behind that robbery, huh? Seems like the last sage saw Bryce for what he was, according to the will. In that case, this pendant's the real thing. And Bryce's must be...
Most likely, a fake. The last sage could have sensed something amiss and switched pendants in advance.
Probably, considering what he wrote down. Now it makes sense. Bryce would do anything to keep that secret. So this Mililani family, what happened?
They must have known the danger they'd face challenging him. Even after so long. Bryce is crazed when it comes to maintaining power.
Seems that way.
And so, the Mililani family abandoned Palikana for their own safety. Lonnie's grandmother had no ties to them. I doubt she even fully knew the pendant's true worth. She may have only thought Palikana would look after Lonnie if she had it in her possession, never realizing the danger it put her in.
This means Lonnie is the real Sage of Palikana, doesn't it?
A child shouldn't have to bear that kind of burden. Palikana has gone this long without her. There's no good reason to involve her now.
You're right. It's all gonna be okay, Lonnie. Sit tight. Let the grown-ups protect you.
The grown-ups. It's really been 45 years. You're older now than Masumi-san was the last time I saw him.
You should have seen me in my prime. Sorry you couldn't.
I should say the same thing to you, but I've always wanted to hold you again. And now, you're much too big for me to pick up.
Yeah, don't want to hurt your back. The thing is, Akane-san, I know you best as the woman Arakawa-san told me about. How you carried a newborn out of the hospital, doing everything you could to protect it? I mean, that's just amazing.
There was nothing amazing about it. All I did was run for my life. And when I stowed that baby away, I had given up on everything.
Akane-san, look what you're doing right now.
Running with a child. So I am. Some people never learn, do we?
You know, Arakawa-san said to me that of all the women over the years, there was only one. Even if I've only just met you, I can tell why.
Thank you for that.
Eyes on the damn road.
Of course. I'll deliver you safely. I swear on my life, boss.
Right here's good. The Daidoji safe house is just up there.
Hold back a second. Tetsu.
All quiet. Nobody in sight.
Sachi.
Everything looks okay, boss.
Coast is clear. That's all I've got for you.
I appreciate this, Yamai.
It's usually too late for men like us to do right by the people we came from.
It's us. Kasuga and everyone.
I've arranged for a private jet. We're preparing for takeoff now. Another 30 minutes or so. Feel free to rest in the meantime.
Oh, that's posh. Perks of being an evil enterprise, huh?
Huh. Hardly evil. We simply maintain the status quo.
Can't see much of a difference there.
Welcome. I'm pleased you're safe. I take it you're Akane-san then? At last. We've searched for some time. I'm moved to confess. I'm curious why my superiors find you so valuable.
Hanawa-san, you have any tact? Could at least try putting him at ease. Let's sit. Please.
What's wrong, Chitose-san?
Just now, I saw you trying to call someone.
What are you talking about?
Hold up. Something wrong, Chi-chan?
That's what I'd like to know. Quit playing games, Chitose-san. My phone. May I have it back? Chitose-san.
Hey, Chi-chan.
Listen carefully, Ichiban. He was never the person you thought he was. Akane-san and Lani aren't safe here.
Huh?
Forgive me, please. I'm sorry. He's been blackmailing me all along. I couldn't tell you.
I'm confused. Is this some kind of private joke I don't get? Chi-chan, how could A-chan be blackmailing you? With what?
Your guess is as good as mine. Chitose-san and I just met the other day.
Hey! What are you doing?
He can move his legs just fine. The wheelchair's a goddamn front. Ichiban, think about it. You used to care for someone in a wheelchair. Masato Arakawa, right? He reminds you of him, doesn't he? That was the plan from the beginning. Get in the chair, play on your sympathies.
Wait a second. You're saying A-chan... You're saying his legs work? He can walk?
No. I'd have known. I would have been able to tell. A-chan wasn't... He's not... A-chan?
Oh, look at you. Never been a bigger sucker. Lidocaine, it's called. It's a fast-acting, localized anesthetic. At the time, I said, how hard could it be to fake being crippled? Luckily, Ebina-san insisted you'd spot and act.
Ebina? As in, Seiryu clan Ebina?
Yes, yes.
The fuck? Who are you?
They know everything. Akane-san and Lani. They have to get out of here.
Oh, how disappointing. Chitose Fujinomiya. He never had the heart. Never could see it through. You know what's going to happen now. Your life's not worth shit.
Hey-chan. You bastard!
Ichiban, we don't have time. They're already here.
Who are you?
No! No! No!
Damn it!
We ho.
Damn it! You bastards!
Lonnie, we have to get her back. Damn it! I'm coming through!
I'll sue you! The battle is on! Cool!
Sure, I'll play.
Wait, you what? Let's go! Take your best shot. Come get some! I'll bury you! What? Open wide!
Ready when you are.
Get alive!
Okay.
Oh, come on! All right, let's do it!
Together, right?
Cut all the muscle!
Looks like I'm up. This ought to help.
Okay, I'm up.
Oh, is it go time? Yeah!
Now scram while you still can.
On to the next level! Damn! Lonnie! Damn it! Lonnie! How is everyone?
She's unconscious, but she'll be okay.
It's, not good for them.
Huh?
Hanawa-san and Wong, they were both shot. They're dead.
Damn it all.
No.
Whoa! Hanawa-san!
I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry.
Kiryu-san, it's Kasuga.
What's happened?
Hanuma-san. He's been killed. Wong, too. And Lonnie. Polycana has her. She's gone. Forgive me. Everything. I screwed everything up.
So, Eiji tipped off Dwight about the safe house. And if what he said is true, he's also got ties to Ebina. I have that right.
Yeah.
And if he knows Dwight, I imagine he knows Bryce by way of association. That means it's Eiji, Bryce of Polycana, and Ebina of the Seiryu clan.
All of them working against us.
How could I let this happen? Everything. It's all my fault. H-chan made a fool of me.
We're dealing with someone who put himself in a wheelchair because he dug up your history with Masato Arakawa. I doubt many people could see through something so devious. So don't put this all on yourself.
Yeah, but Hanuma-san and Wong still died. Akane-san got hurt. Lonnie's still gone. And now we're looking for her all over again.
I know it's a bad situation. We're at rock bottom. It can't get much worse.
But listen, Kasuga. That's all the more reason to keep your head up. Guys like us, all we can do is swallow the pain and push forward.
Chitose. I still don't have the full story.
You said Eiji was blackmailing you? What did you mean?
I wish I could tell you, but now's hardly the time. The police could be here any minute, and I'd rather be long gone.
That said, I do need to get something off my chest. Kiryu-san. Ichiban.
Yeah?
You've heard of the Tatara channel, yeah? The one that put false accusations on Ichiban and the party, and outed Kiryu-san's existence to the world?
What about it?
The VTuber running the show, Hisoka Tatara. Well, that was me.
What?
I'll demonstrate.
What's up, people? Tatara Channel coming at ya! Ready for another mind-blowing revelation? Cause here it is! The Dragon of Dojima's been spotted in Hawaii!
That voice.
Chi-chan, you're her?
Yeah. And it was Eiji who pointed me at you. You wrote the script, I did the song and dance. Now you know the truth.
I'd say that's pretty damning evidence. Still, I wouldn't have guessed it was Eiji behind all that.
It's just like you said earlier. Eiji's been working with Ebina from the start. Everything he does is under Ebina's orders.
Speaking of, Ebina's starting some kind of garbage storing business with Polycana.
Yeah, I heard it from the man himself. Now I know which parts he left out.
Well, they've all been chasing Akane-san because she's sheltering Lonnie. Apparently, they thought sending Ichiban to Hawaii would help lure them out. And to see that through, Eiji's been keeping tabs on him from the moment they met on the plane. As for me, I was just another pawn in their game.
Chi-chan.
So it's confirmed then. We're up against Bryce, Ebina, and Eiji in the end. Not to mention Sawashiro.
The captain?
Yeah. When Tatara and Ebina outed me, it was right there with them on video.
It's true, Ichiban. You put us through some major shit over here.
No, hang on a sec. You really think that's right?
What do you mean?
I know this might sound crazy, but... Guys, I don't think the captain would put Akane-san in danger.
Huh? Ichiban, you realize who you're talking about? He'll do anything and everything to get ahead, or save his own skin. For instance, wasn't he gonna kill Akane-san just to hide his dirty secret from his boss?
But he held back. Also, it was for the young master. To give his son a better life.
And now that he's lost everything, all he's got left is making good on his debt to Arakawa-san. Think about it. Why else would he let himself get locked up for a murder he didn't commit? There's no way he'd leave Akane-san to the wolves. Not after all this.
You're that sold, huh?
Hurry it up, Ichiban. We need to go, now!
Kiryu-san, when the captain asked me to go to Hawaii, he bowed to me. I know him. Bowing his head to me, of all people, can't be just an act. That's one thing he'd never do. Me meeting Akane-san would help the captain bury one of his last regrets. That has to be why he sent me.
And Sawashiro, you really think Ebina hasn't looped him in on his real plan?
I do.
That's true. Then he might not be on Ebina's team after all.
Kiryu-san, could you talk to the captain for me? Right now, I need to go after Lonnie. If we don't act fast, she might be gone forever.
All right. We'll take this from separate angles.
If anything changes, I'll contact you right away.
Guess we've got ourselves a date with Sawashiro. Anyone lower on the totem pole won't be worth the trouble.
So, storming Seiryu HQ's on hold then?
Yeah. But first things first, we need a way to contact Sawashiro. Hey, you heard that, right? You know how to get a hold of him.
Like I tell you! Ha! Over my dead body!
If I were you, I'd choose my words more carefully.
Don't waste your breath on this asshole. Hey, Sawashiro may be elusive, but he's still in my town. Think I wouldn't already have his number?
You were quick, Sunny. Something wrong, Psycho?
It's just, didn't this Eiji guy completely pull the wool over Ichiban's eyes?
Yeah.
And now Ichiban's saying Sawashiro, of all people's, reformed. What makes him so sure? If you told me he was working for Ebina, I'd buy it. Yet somehow you believe him, don't you?
Maybe he sees something we don't. After all, isn't that one of his strengths?
How do I respond to that? That's cheating.
Well, whoever's side he's on, Sawashiro's still a key figure in all this.
True enough.
Okay then, let's get moving.
Right. When push comes to shove, you gotta keep your head up.
Huh, I see you got here quick. Should have known you two would hustle.
Yeah, what took you?
Hey, Zhao! Chungi-Han!
How are you? It's been so long.
Indeed. I see you two are as lively as ever. Well, hello there. Taichi Suzuki-san.
I've seen you two around.
He used to lead the Yokohama Liumang. And I'm sure you remember Jungi-han.
Sunny filled me in on the details, including those about your condition.
Did she? Guess that saves us some time. Who are they?
Some local detectives. I call them up every now and again to keep me informed on Ijincho's latest and greatest. They're still in the trial phase, of course.
Huh. On that note, looks like your detective doesn't recognize our man Kiryu-san.
Well, ignorance is bliss, as they say.
So that's what's up. Sawashiro's a hard man to read, I'll admit. Depending on how deep he's in with Ebina, we may want to rethink our approach.
The Seiryu clansman similarly hard to read after Takabe, the next chairman, went to prison. But hearing this puts a lot into perspective.
Yeah? How so?
It goes back to Takabe's arrest. He was suspected of handing his men illegal firearms. Apparently there was a rat, and now it's smelling more and more like Ebina.
Why?
I heard Seiryu clan informant leaked the details that led to Takabe's arrest. Now, if Ebina was truly after a second-grade dissolution, he wouldn't need his superior out of the picture. So at the time, we never pinned him as the traitor. However, if the dissolution is merely a ruse, and his true goal was to take the reins of the Seiryu clan, then it's all but certain that Takabe's arrest is his doing.
Is it possible he wanted to split up the Yakuza, but then change his mind after swearing up himself?
Or maybe he joined the Seiryu clan intending to take over from the start. And to do that, he even sacrificed his career with the police.
Why do all that, though?
That's what I'd like to know.
Actually, if Sawashiro's always sticking around Ebina, I bet he'd have some clue.
Yeah. Assuming he's not on board with Ebina's plans like Kasuga says.
Well, Sunny already knows how to contact the guy. Let's just dial him up and see if he'll talk. Long as Ebina's not breathing down his neck.
Sawashiro speaking.
It's Kiryu. We need to talk.
Kiryu-san.
Where are you right now? Your boss there with you?
Before we get lost in the weeds, care to tell me what this is about?
I just want to have a conversation. Somewhere Ebina isn't around.
Well, that's unfortunate. Now, things are rather busy on my end. As you may be aware, I've got my hands full training our men for Hawaii.
You're nothing but a talking head to those men. And your hands are full doing what exactly? Wiping Ebina's ass?
Cute. If it was Ichi who said that, I'd have slit his throat right now.
Then maybe you should say that to my face. Or are you too much of a coward?
I'm at the Seiryu clan warehouse at the docks. Nanba should know how to get there.
I trust Ebina won't be there listening?
No. But it won't be a private meeting. We've got men posted up at every corner. And I doubt they'll appreciate intruders, so don't go expecting a warm welcome.
Fair enough.
Well, if you're that dead set on it, I won't bother talking you down. Best of luck.
So, how should we take that exactly? If we go see Sawashiro, we'll be facing down enemies left and right.
Yep, sure sounded like it.
If you ask me, I think Sawashiro wanted to meet us.
Yeah?
Just think about it. If he wasn't interested, he never would have given his location or the warning at the end. In fact, it's almost like he was sending an SOS.
Wait a sec. So does this mean he's actually on our side?
Well, hell, let's get our asses over to him then.
However, there's a chance we're playing right into his hand. Meaning once we set foot into that warehouse, we'll have to go through hordes of Yakuza only to find Ebina waiting.
Then how do we know whether Sawashiro's lying or not?
Only way to know for sure is to pay him a visit.
As risky as it sounds, I guess we don't have much choice.
Guess not.
Okay, then why don't I lend you a hand?
Huh?
Huh? What? I'm not invited?
No, we could use your help, if it's all right.
You think I'd rather chill here and let Sunhee hog all the fun?
No, but think about it. If you two make a big scene, it could disturb what little peace hangs in the balance.
That's why we have you to keep the scales from tipping.
You make it sound so simple.
I won't deny that we could use an extra ally. But given your position, won't it cause problems for you to start a fight with the Seiryu clan?
Hey, there are problems in Ijincho as it is. And we've got the Seiryu themselves to thank. And it's them who started this shit. So I say, we shove some back in their faces. Besides, if I let my position hold me back, what kind of lame-ass friend would I be? That isn't stopping you, right? Whoops. May have spoken out of turn there.
No, I think I'm the one who's guilty of that. Forgive me. I take it you're on board?
Huh, I suppose. I won't welcome him with open arms or anything, but maybe a pat on the head will do.
Sheesh. What do I gotta do to get on your good side? It's all good. Let's get out there and kick some ass together.
Hell yeah! Zhao's back to spice up the party.
At this point, we're basically unstoppable, right?
Must be nice, having all the fun to yourselves.
Yo! They even brought a couple of babes for us. All right. I can't wait to get my hands on this crew.
Dumbass. Bet he has no idea one of these babes is the Queen of Komicho herself.
Ignorance will do you in like that.
Kiryu-san, I don't see Sawashiro anywhere.
If anything, he's deep inside the warehouse.
Here's the plan. We push forward until we see him in person. Anyone who gets in our way gets taken out.
Hey, what's with you people? You think you can waltz right in? Don't just fucking ignore me! You wanna get dumped in the bay?
If you're gonna bring it, then bring it. Yapping with you is a waste of my time.
That's it, you're dead!
Atama kachoru zoku ga. I'm not a loser!
Here we go.
Huh?
Ready for the knockout?
Let's finish this!
Wanna play, do you? You're going to regret this.
Okay.
Right.
Get serious.
Allow me.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
Here we go.
Time to shut it down. Feel the heat!
You're weak.
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
Yeah. Have fun with this. It's time.
What an eyesore. Here we go.
Of course we won.
Tell me something. Aren't you people here to turn your lives around? Or let me guess. You think you'll get a clean slate in Hawaii? And all you've got to do is follow orders. If that's how you see it, you'll never return to society, no matter how hard you try. If you're serious about making a change, start by thinking for yourself.
I don't give lectures like him. Only thing my enemies get is a lesson in pain. That's how it works in Komi Jewel.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
Guess even Sunhee cuts loose when she's mad.
I see the men out front gave you no trouble.
Yeah. They won't be getting up anytime soon. I take it they could use the rest.
Don't worry about them. Bargain barrel thugs aren't exactly at a premium these days. What with the dissolution leaving so many ripe for the picking.
Isn't your job to fix that? Or is this second disillusion of yours just a way to exploit them? After everything you've done, this was your chance to light their path.
I won't deny that. You know, one of them said something rather profound. Going clean was like prison all over again. You know, people like us have no freedom. Of course, he must have had eyes on him everywhere. You never know what an ex-Yakuza will do, right? And I'm not even at the saddest part. We have nearly 100 people working here at all times, but they only need a single supervisor, if that. What makes that possible is the structure of our warehouse. Take a look at this observation tower. It's designed so you can't see in from outside. Because of that, you never know when you're being watched. Meaning, you can never slack off. They call it a panopticon. Any idea why these were invented?
To keep prisoners in line.
And twisted, isn't it? These people wanted to escape the dog-eat-dog world of a criminal. Yet what do? Crawl right into another form of prison.
Tell me, why gather them under one roof, and then ship them over to Hawaii?
To rehabilitate them, of course.
That the only thing Ebina said? If he hasn't let you in on anything else by now, don't get surprised when he casts you aside.
You may want to mind your words. These four are some of the Seiryu clan's strongest. And they don't take kindly to insults, especially when it comes to Ebina-san. They also won't hesitate to kill, whether they've been given clearance or not.
Pretty bold for Yakuza in this day and age. Then again, I've seen plenty like that in my time. They have all come and gone. Now, you want to know what real strength is? Now let my fists do the talking! Betray Kane, huh? Don't see that every day.
probably not always got to sleep. Stay on our toes. You want to fight?
You're going to regret this.
Sonny. Okay. You're done now.
Here we go. Want to play, do we?
Want some?
Yeah?
What an eyesore. Take this!
What's the holdup?
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
Something wrong?
I'm not ready yet.
What's the holdup?
You're through. Don't mess with me.
Here we go. This is delivery. Coming up.
There's a storm coming! No, the roof! Ah!
It's just unreal. 冗談はよせ。
Allow me.
What an eyesore.
Well,
Guess you're not all show. Now then, let's wrap this up.
Well, he's back to basics. Wonder what's next.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Stay on your guard.
Your ass. Give me wings! Get serious.
Oh, come on.
What's the matter?
You want some?
Try this on decide. Give it your all, everyone.
This
My
thanks.
Here we go.
Here, I'll help.
You're going to regret this. Try to block this. Here's a reward. Screw off.
Go to hell!
What do I do?
Yeah, give him hell!
Yeah, double the trouble, double the flame!
This wound's deep. Here.
I won't hold back. Use it.
My thanks.
Check this out. Here,
You're dead!
This'll be tough.
I can still.
This is the worst. Sorry to drag my
What's it gonna be?
There's no way to fight.
Can't let it end like this.
Check this out. Here,
Now you die!
Sorry to drag my feet.
Here, I'll help.
Let's see how you like this!
I should heal first. All right, let's finish it. Together. We only need one shot.
Right! Stay down. This is getting old.
Counting on you, Kiryu-san.
Bring it
Bring
on!
the noise.
Ready when you are.
Right, everyone! Let's go!
My thanks.
There's no escape!
There's no way to fight.
Time to put you down! The damn bleeding won't stop!
I'm on a roll. Let's go.
I'll take it on.
Let's see.
Want some?
One more time. The damn bleeding won't stop! Now you die!
Something more?
Right! How about this?
You're going to regret this.
I'll take you on.
I can still fight.
Follow my lead.
Yeah. Watch this. It's time. I've got your throne. Let's take care of that. We did it. We really did it. We beat Sawashiro. Way to go, Kiryu-san.
You need to get me out of here. I can't speak freely around them. Hey, let go! What do you think you're doing? Better if they don't know where I am. Quick, throw me in the water.
You sure that's a good idea?
Not much of a choice here. Meet up at Ichi's place after.
Huh? Wait, Kiryu-san, seriously?
What'd you do that for?
We're done here. Next up is Ebina.
Oh, guy's just full of surprises, isn't he?
Ah, tell me about it. But I'll admit, hearing Sawashiro scream as he plummeted into the sea, priceless.
Sure didn't see that coming.
Now it all adds up. So Sawashiro wanted to get tossed to the ocean.
Yeah. We made plans to meet up at Kasuga's place.
Does this mean we're trusting him after all?
Depends on how our conversation goes. Now, I imagine he'll want to keep a low profile. Maybe we'll get to see him in disguise.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Hello?
Dante here, Kiryu. If you have time, come to Harbor Light, will you?
Sure, understood. I'll be there.
Sawashiro, you should see yourself right now.
I'd appreciate you sticking to the point. I'm not men of time, you know.
All right. But first, we need to know where you stand. Who is Ebina to you?
The visionary responsible for the Second Great Dissolution. And a man after Masumi Arakawa's own heart.
We thought the same at first. But in light of his recent behavior, I'm sure you've noticed something's up by now.
Yeah. The Second Dissolution's just a smokescreen. A shiny ad to pull in fresh recruits. But I found that out too late. After sending Ichi to Hawaii.
Gee, isn't the timing convenient?
It does sound that way. But if it was a lie, I'd expect something a bit more convincing.
He has a point. Look at that. Your slimy reputation precedes you. And it's in your favor.
Let's talk about Kasuga in Hawaii. He's there to lure out Akane-san, isn't he? And it was Ebina who proposed that. Likely to curry favor with Bryce. Sound right?
Right on the money.
If that's the case, why are you still working with him? You had to have known. The hell Akane-san's going through, dodging death at every turn. Isn't she the woman your boss loved?
Yeah, but don't forget, Ichi's over there. As long as he's in Hawaii, Akane-san's in good hands.
Placing your bets on Kasuga-kun, are we? Sounds like you trust him.
Something like that. But with him on the job, I can focus on the real work I gotta do.
Real work? And that would be...
Putting Ebina's fake plan into action. I'm gonna see the second great dissolution through.
Huh?
But if I have any hope of doing that, I need to know Ebina's true motive.
Motive for what?
The waste management business he's running with Polycana. It has something to do with nuclear reactors. Specifically, the waste these reactors pump out.
What?
Nuclear waste? As in from power plants?
Yeah. On one end, there's spent fuel rods, which can still be repurposed and weaponized. Without strict protocols in place, they could easily fall into the wrong hands. On the other end, there's dirt, water, concrete, equipment, and what have you that end up getting contaminated. These are considered low-level radioactive waste, and while they're not as deadly, there's a lot of it. And with Japan dragging its heels in the decommissioning process, we're left with mountains of waste that'll remain toxic for centuries. The best they can do is silo it off in temporary storage facilities and hope a solution arises in the future.
Oh yeah, I hear about that on the news every now and again. No matter where they try to build these facilities, the locals always fight against it.
That's precisely what Polycana honed in on. For over 20 years, they've been stashing nuclear waste from around the globe on their private island. You know it as.
Nelly Island, right? According to Polycana, that's paradise. A reward for only the chosen.
Yeah. Real fitting, isn't it?
Using sacred ground to hide away toxic waste. Bryce has a real sense of humor.
Also, the fee they charge for processing the waste isn't cheap. And I'm sure Ebina gets a nice cut. But beyond that, I still don't know where all our ex-Yakuza factor in. My guess is they're needed for loading and transport.
So that's it then. Ebina's yet another money-hungry maniac. Now, I know I shouldn't say this, but hear me out for a second. If Polycana's willing to bear the brunt of Japan's nuclear waste problem, in spite of all the issues, isn't it a win for the country?
From what I understand, each country's responsible for its own nuclear waste. How does Ebina plan on going around the law?
Well, he won't have to if they loosen regulations. Politicians, bureaucrats, and investors are all waiting to jumpstart the nuclear industry in Japan. And to keep the money flowing, they'd build even more reactors if they could. And naturally, they'd also welcome any waste disposal method that seems convenient. So if one day you hear the TV saying how the government wants to ship its waste offshore, that means they've already started trying to sway public opinion. And eventually, a change in legislation will follow.
Wow, that's insane, right? There's a chance Ebina and Polycana could legally be in the clear. If only it weren't the Yakuza and a cult, I might have just took it and shrugged. Sorry if this sounds biased, but there has to be an ulterior motive somewhere.
There absolutely is.
In other words, you're sticking with Ebina to figure out that motive.
Yes.
You say that, but did you really need to blow Kiryu-san's cover? You know, on the Tatara channel?
I merely read the script I was given.
Huh. Alright.
It's true that for Ebina, the second dissolution might just be a means to an end. However, if Masumi Arakawa were alive, this is something he would have wanted. And if whatever Ebina's planning would subvert that, I'll bring him down from the very foundation.
I see.
When that time comes, I would hope to have the Dragon of Dojima's support. That's why I went through all this, to speak with you.
How could the great dissolution we forged with the Tojo clan and the Omi Alliance crumble like this? People put their lives on the line to open up a path for the future. But all it took was 4 years to fail.
Kiryu-san. Guess your plans weren't so airtight. As a country, Japan's not exactly kind to those who make mistakes. Far from it, actually. So yeah, these ex-Yakuza had nowhere to turn but Ebina. Getting back on their feet wasn't an option.
No, something's not right. It shouldn't have been like this. This wasn't the plan they told me about. The plan we all believed in.
Sorry, who are they?
The leaders of the Great Dissolution. Daigo Dojima, 6th chairman of the Tojo clan, along with Goro Majima and Taiga Saejima.